The views, opinions, and takes expressed in this program are solely those of the host and do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or positions of PWPH Studios, Pro Wrestling Philippines, or any of their affiliates. All materials, references, and discussions in this episode are intended for general information and commentary purposes only. Please be advised that this episode may contain strong language and content that may not be suitable for younger audiences. Listener discretion is strongly advised. Stay safe and stay wrestle, everyone. Welcome to the main event, Mark.
Hello, check, check, check. Hello. Can you hear me better now? Yeah, so you're listening to your unfiltered Tagalog wrestling podcast. This has been the main event Mark podcast by Pro Wrestling Philippines. So, thank you very much for joining us on this very special episode. Today is the day that we're actually gonna do the 2025 the Bash Awards 2025. No worries, this is not gonna be a long list. This is not gonna be a disaster list. Like the Bash Awards. Like the Bash Awards. Like the PWPH Awards that we already released on Patreon. Let me just adjust my mic. Give me 1 second here. So, yeah, it's already available on Patreon, patreon.com/PWPH Select, and on, yeah, dun lang. patreon.com/PWPH Select. So, 2026 continues with a lot of wrestling. Yes, we saw a lot of opportunities, and we also saw a lot of things that needs to tackle here. So, pag-usapan lang natin na mabilis dito yung mga picks ko. I believe for the 2020 di ko natatanda yung history lineup nitong PWPH awards eh. So, recap na lang tayo ng mabilis. Sa 2020... Wait. Wala na naman ako. Ito, 2025 PWPH Awards. So, ito na. Basahin nyo na lang din sa Patreon yung mas kompletong detalye. Hindi ko na i-highlight lahat para mag-follow naman kayo sa Patreon ng PWPH. Baka naman. So, 2025 PWPH Awards marks the third edition of our annual celebration of the very best in professional wrestling. This year, we continue our tradition in recognizing the standout performers, matches, and moments that define the wrestling landscape in 2025. The winners has been determined through a combination of fan votes, PWPH admins, and PWPH Awards committee input. So, hindi ko na babasahin yung how are the winners determined or decided. Basta ang importante, let me just tell you on the record before we continue, summary lang natin ng mabilis, ng napakamabilis. Ito, so ito nga. Hindi ko na iano ito lahat So, start nga tayo sa mga in-announce namin sa social media. So, male wrestler of the year. So, we actually picked we actually picked two wrestlers there. So, that's CM Punk and John Cena. So, we had a lot of discussion on that. But, siguro pag-usapan na lang namin ng mas malalim ito pag meron ng episode for PWPH Podcast. So, nagpaplano kami mag-record this week for PWPH Podcast. At magkakaalaman tayo pagka natuloy yon. Basta, di naman kami nagmamadali sa episodes nun. Pero for sure, mas malilinawan tayo. Bakit nga ba pinili namin dalawa? So, we have John Cena and CM Punk as our male wrestler of the year. So, bakit nga ba dalawa pinik namin? Ako personally, I believe John Cena I believe John Cena deserves it. The accomplishments that he got, the things that he got in the business. And yung Grand Slam niya, doon pa lang, sa tingin ko, deserve ni John Cena. There's a lot of moments as well that he got during this run as on this retirement tour. Ayun. And then, we also got CM Punk. CM Punk, of course, he carried WWE in his shoulders for the last 3-4 months. And I believe deserve niya rin yung recognition. And all of the feuds that he had, I think he deserves it very well. Okay? So, that's why he deserves it. So, let's continue. So, Female Wrestler of the Year, we believe in Stephanie Vaquer. So, majority pick to. Hindi ko lang pick to, guys. Majority pick to. So, I choose Stephanie Vaquer kasi I believe in the whole run of 2025. Kung hindi si Tiffany Stratton or si Mercedes Moné ang iboboto ko for Female Wrestler of the Year, I am going to automatically vote for Stephanie Vaquer. Ang problema ko kasi with Mercedes, ewan ko, na-discuss ko na to before, hindi siya nagde-defend. Sobrang bihira niya mag-defend. Nito nga lang siya nag-defend nung bago na ma-drop yung title kay Willow Nightingale. Diba? Sobrang bihira niya mag-defend ng belts. Like, anong perks or anong makukuha natin if buha ka nang i-defend ni Mercedes Moné yung belt, tapos wala tayong stake na makukuha. Wala tayong makukuhang other stipulation or other things na hindi ko naman kailangan i-expect. Pero for the sake of expectation, we have to. Diba? Masyado na tayong silaw sa reality at masyado na rin tayong silaw sa context na kung ano man yung pinapanood mo. Right? At hindi ibig sabihin no, maniniwala ako that Mercedes absolutely deserves it. Ako kasi hindi ako naniniwala sa charm of being booked every week. Hindi. Kung binubook ka nga every week at wala ka namang matinong direction, wala rin kwenta. Ako na nagsasabi. No? Kaya nga hindi ko binoto si Mercedes. Mercedes Moné is being booked consistently every week on the television. And she is getting the silly bullshit that she's doing. And I didn't like it. Hindi naman ibig sabihin na in-invalidate ko ang pagiging magaling na wrestler ni Mercedes. Hindi. Hindi, syempre. It just happens that I believe Stephanie Vaquer has a better run than her. Okay? Hindi na ako mag-explain sa iba ha. Sa episode na lang namin soon. So, summary ko na lang. Match of the year and also the John Cena retirement match of the year. So that's John Cena versus AJ Styles from WWE Crown Jewel. Women's match of the year, Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 41. John Cena is also our male wrestler of the year, just to keep in mind. Make it complicated. So we also have this category. So this is more on structured matches. Hindi lang ito yung mga blood and guts, yan. So, yun yung ano namin dito. So, we picked Toni Storm versus Mariah May, Blake Monroe from AEW Revolution. That was a really good match. That was a really good storytelling. And I believe that was cut up Blake Monroe's or Mariah May's run with AEW. Okay. So, let's continue. Men's Tag Team of the Year or Male Wrestler or Male Tag Team of the Year, Brody Dido. Then Women's Tag Team of the Year, Alice of Convenience, Charlotte Flair at Alexa Bliss. Ano pa ba kailangan ko i-mention dito? Rookie of the Year, obviously I really like Kendall Gray. So kami lahat dito, we like Kendall Gray for sure. And then, wrestling event of the year, definitely, it's a WWE PLE, WWE Evolution. Wala man lang nagla-love about this. Booker of the year, Shawn Michaels. Interesting choice, if you ask me. Promotion of the year. Medyo debatable, but it is what it is. WWE. Ito, Philippine Wrestling categories. So, walang bias to. Ulitin ko ha, walang bias. Kukutungan ko magsabing bias. Philippine Wrestler of the Year. 2-time Philippine Wrestler of the Year, Jake De Leon. Definitely a history maker. Deserves it in his own right. Gusto ko mag-shout out kay Quattro. I also believe that he deserves that. It just happens that parehas kayo ni JDL na lamang doon. Para sa akin walang may edge. It just happens that JDL just had better matches. Walang bias ulitin ko, walang bias. Wala akong bias. Hindi ako affiliated sa Dexcon, so I can say whatever I want. But I just believe Jake De Leon cemented himself as easily the standard bearer of Philippine wrestling. Walang sugarcoating. It's just facts. Philippine Wrestling Rookie of the Year, Legendarius. Best gimmick, easy yun. Philippine Wrestling Event of the Year, Dexcon Dakila. Philippine Wrestling Match of the Year, Zack Sabre Jr., Jake De Leon versus Fabio Makisig and Jomar from Dexcon Dakila. So, yung iba, basahin nyo na lang sa Patreon, patreon.com/pwphselect. So, mabilis nga lang. Pag-usapan nga natin itong TNA on, ano ba tawag dito? TNA kay Blast TV / ano ba tawag dito? TNA wait lang, iniisip ko. TNA on AMC. Yan. TNA AMC Blast TV Top Sports. So, para sa kalaman nyo, bakit minention ko din sila Top Sports? Because they actually captured the broadcast rights of TNA from WWE. So, malaking factor in WWE on them capturing the broadcast rights. So, week 1, I believe week 1 was a little bit underwhelming for TNA. Week 2, it's a little bit better. And nung nakita ko yung ratings kay WrestleNomics, hindi ako makapaniwala na sobrang dikit nung lamang sa ratings. 171 this week ang TNA, no? Hindi ako makapaniwala yun ng case. But regardless, I really love it as well. Kasi parang, ano ba tawag dito? Iba nga rin naman yung impresyon ng ganitong siste on how we are getting something about this specific promotion, right? So, ako, sabihin ko lang para klaro, TNA on AFC absolutely killed it. I think they can establish their own fan base there or their own foothold doon sa TNA. Pero hindi ko sasabihin that they can beat Collision or they can beat Dynamite. No. Hell no. At this point, no. Malabo. Hindi nila matatalo ang Collision or I would say Dynamite in the long run. Siguro if they did something shocking, sure. But fingers crossed pa rin naman ako somehow. Hindi ko lang sabihin that I'll be straight up on TNA. But TNA deserves a chance, guys. Especially in the Philippines. If you want to watch TNA in the Philippines, you should be able to watch it for free on Blast TV and also on Top Sports if you are on cable. What's the cost? Wala nang UFC. Wala nang UFC. I love UFC. I also watch UFC. And that's the consequence basically of having TNA wrestling. But at least we still don't have any TNA broadcaster, which is kind of disappointing. Most of the time kasi sinasign na agad ni UFC ng broadcast rights ang Pilipinas. Especially, malakas ang MMA scene sa Pinas. Ang hirap mawalan ng broadcaster. Especially, TV5 is very into basketball, so I doubt they're going to capture the rights. They just left a month ago Top Sports, tapos sila na naman ang ating magiging broadcaster. I doubt that will be the case. Or it will be an interesting pace here. ABS-CBN maybe captures the rights, but I doubt it would be the case kasi hindi naman nila priority ang sports ngayon, no? Hindi nila priority ang sports ngayon, so I'm not gonna touch ABS-CBN for now. Pero ang malinaw naman sa akin ngayon, we have a broadcast partner for one championship, which is under Signal TV, which is really good. I still think that one championship in 2026 is still better than UFC. UFC is more on, ano ba tawag dito? More on shit. Kasi, number one, they are supporting Trump. Number two, kung paano trato si Dana White, it's a little bit different compared on how Chatri is doing things, no? Pero I still love both ONE and UFC. I really still wanted to give a chance to one championship. Pero yun, it is what it is. Ayun, that's the case. Done. So, move on tayo with wrestling. Let's go back to wrestling real quick. AEW Dynamite, I have no hopes reviewing Dynamite because wala kang mamimiss sa Dynamite at all. Wala kang mamimiss. Wait lang, give me 1 second. Ayun, may kinuha lang akong picture kasi medyo significant din sa review natin. Ayun, so hindi ko na nire-review muna ang Dynamite indefinitely kasi walang bago sa Dynamite. Dynamite is still piece of shit. Wala akong mamimiss sa Dynamite. At walang bago sa Dynamite. Genesis, balikan ko ng konti. Ang ganda ng Genesis, no? Kung gusto niyo panoorin yung Genesis sa Pilipinas, you can watch it on Blast TV. It's for free, so you can watch it. So, yeah, that's the plug. Ayun, so Blast TV, you can watch TNA. Kung nagbabayad ka pa din with, wag mo na panoorin. Mag-ano ko na. Pero ako talaga gusto ko babalik yung UFC sa Top Sports. Yun lang naman. Sana mo balik na lang yung UFC. Pero di mo na ako aasa kasi given with the partnership. Pero sana naman may mag-carry na ulit ng UFC, no? Ayun. So, why I am here today on this episode kasi gusto kong magkaroon ng pag-address dito sa podcast because we still have the 2025 PWPH Awards, right? So, let's talk about this real quick. So, the Bash Awards 2025 is going to be the last, no? Just to let you guys know. Kasi in 2026, the Bash Awards will now be, ano ba tawag dito? It will now be condensed, basically, with the PWPH Awards. So, medyo magbabago yung format ng PWPH Awards. That's what I can assure. So, lahat ng sinabi ko kanina sa umpisa ng broadcast na to, it's all ay 50-50. Sa akin, tsaka sa committee, at sa fan votes. Ito, sasabihin ko, it's all on me. Okay? So, start nga tayo. So, start tayo with the categories here. So, best crowd. Best crowd of 2025. Yes, medyo late na ako mag-year-end awards. Dati, di naman bago, no? So, best crowd. It should be Italy. Sobrang ganda ng crowd sa Italy this past year. Wala rin ako masabi kung tutuusin. No? Ito, team song. Dami kong nominations dito. I choose the Okada one. I also choose Blake Monroe's team song. Yun yung top 2 ko. Pero in the end, I still choose Blake Monroe's theme song. Bagay kasi sa character. That's why I choose Blake Monroe's. I love Blake Monroe since she's in AEW. Nag-try ako mag-dive pa sa sa TNT. Nag-try ako mag-dive sa Stardom. Thanks to Joshi Journals last year. Pero wala talaga. Hindi ko kayang manood ng Joshi Wrestling. Siguro, I'll give it a chance still. That's my goal. To make sure I would be able to watch Joshi Wrestling. Yun. So, continue. Most underrated wrestler of the year. This is a little bit tricky. Kasi, I love Nia Jax. Nia Jax is improved in the ring. May ring awareness siya for sure. Compared kay Jade. Compared kay Jade, yes, I would say that. Confidently, man. Nia Jax is the most underrated. NXT special, medyo obvious na stand and deliver. Then, rivalry of the year, Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. One of the books, yes. One of the books, amazing feud, amazing end. Medyo abrupt lang dahil nung injury ni Seth yung ending. But yeah, it is what it is. Ayun. So, worst rivalry of the year. Di ko ito nasama sa PWPH. Pero dito, isasama ko. Hangman Page versus Samoa Joe. Man, putang ina. Wala akong masabi. Ang random ng feud, ang random ng shit, ang random ng turn ni Samoa Joe, nakapitalize. Pero, still doesn't make sense. Simple. Rookie of the year, Kendall Gray. Tsaka Sean Legacy. I love both of these wrestlers. Si Kendall Gray, in her early days, I still believe mag-i-improve pa siya. And I can still see more of her in the long run, for sure. And I cannot wait to see more of her, especially if she does more matches in NXT and also on the main roster, for sure. She would be able to get something about her run. Okay. So, continue. Return of the year, AJ Lee. Definitely. After 10 years, she came back. It was an amazing run, if you ask me. Pero masyadong limited yung dates ni AJ Lee. But yeah, still a real good comeback, if you ask me. Debut of the year. It doesn't mean if it's a debut bagong-bago, no? No. It's for example a new promotion debut, ganyan. So I'll give it to Blake Monroe. Blake Monroe was able to give us a different presentation of her character in AEW. And medyo seductive siya in a way, which is we love it in the business. Kasi the more the seductive you are, the more people will actually love your character. Look at Trish Stratus as an example, no? Sobrang seductive ng character niya before. Like the 2005-2006 days. It works specifically for that character. And for sure, Blake Monroe is going to kill it in 2026. I hope she can get a main roster promotion this year though. Kasi she is ready. She is ready. If you want her versus Tiffany Stratton face to face, definitely we need that for sure. Then, gagawa ba moment of the year goes to Dave Meltzer, bunking himself defending AEW every single week. Like, what the fuck? Maraming fails ang AEW this year. Wag nyo nang i-cover up yan. Putang ina. Don't cover up AEW's mistakes because, like what I said, AEW is also messing up. No. Hindi lang WWE ang nagme-mess up. It's also AEW who is messing up. Walang perfect na promotion in 2025. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Ano ba to? Moment of the year. I'll give it to John Cena. John Cena turning heel. Amazing moment. bonus na lang si Travis Scott, but this moment was a once in a lifetime moment that we will never see in a WWE ring again. So for me, sobrang significant ng heel turn na to ni John Cena. And the run, that's a different story. Let's not talk about it. Okay. So Booker of the Year. Booker of the Year should be Shawn Michaels. Definitely. No excuses from top to bottom. I think Tony is a close second kasi yun nga, may rebound sila this half of the year 2025. Pero wala eh. Marami silang booking mistakes in 2025. If Triple H has a lot of booking mistakes in 2025, Tony is not safe. He has the same booking mistakes in 2025. This is just being covered by the dirt shits, and I don't like it. Okay, so Company of the Year. AEW is really messed up, I would say. Maraming issues sa mga talents, WWE, booking issues. So, in mind, I just decided to choose TNA Wrestling. I'm not saying TNA is the best promotion out there, for sure. But, I would say TNA definitely cemented themselves and cemented their TV deal with AMC. For me, that's a monumental moment. Every show that they're in, it's sold out. Masaya ako doon. It's really a proud moment then, no? As a fan of TNA for such a long time. So, no one at this point can beat TNA. At least sa number 3 spot. Wala. AEW is still disputing themselves as a number 2. But I believe magpukpukan sila ng TNA this year, mawawala ang AEW sa number 3. Okay, for the meantime, we will go back here on our show as we are just going to take a short break. Let's check our friends here on PWPH Studios.
This episode of the Main Event Mark is brought to you by our friends at Pro Wrestling Philippines, the biggest Facebook wrestling community in the Philippines. You can join the conversation by following Pro Wrestling Philippines on social media at PWPH. Select on Facebook, Instagram, X, former Twitter, and on Threads. Also, support our collective network, PWPH Studios, on social media at PWPH Studios. Now let's get back to the action. Right here on the Main Event Mark, presented by PWPH Studios.
Yo, so welcome back to our podcast here on the Main Event Mark. So again, this is a PWPH Studios podcast by Pro Wrestling Philippines. Ayun. Wait lang, putangin na. Ayun. So let's talk about the PWPH ayun, tawag dito, the Bash Awards 2025. So continue nga tayo dito. So, we talked about Company of the Year already, which is I choose TNA. Walang dispute dun. Pero, kung papapiliin nyo ako between WWE at AEW, wala. Wala ako pipiliin. Weekly Show of the Year, NXT. Hindi perfect ang NXT, para klaro lang. NXT is the most inconsistent weekly show of the year, but I believe the direction of its show shows how consistently booked they are, and I believe that it shows on a week-to-week basis. Worse, on the other hand, it's AEW Collision. Bakit nga ba? AEW Collision nowadays are directionless or directionless. All of the talents competing up this show, walang direction. Walang direction yung status sa company. Wala rin masyadong matinong matches. Meron medyo mga hindi naman decente. Wala. Parang hindi siya hidden gem. So parang kahit manood ako ng Dynamite, hindi ko siya mamimiss kasi hindi siya tinatackle. they're treating it as a different word. Pero people still doesn't care about Collision. Babyface of the year, it's definitely Cody Rhodes for the men. Then Willow Nightingale for the women. Then heel of the year, Dominic Mysterio. No doubt, Dominic. Okay. So stable of the year. So stable, let's talk about it. Medyo nag-contemplate ako kakaisip dito, no? Contemplation is the key. Ang hirap nito. Pero in all seriousness, na-realize ko din that Death Rider should get their flowers. Kasi tangina, pinalubog nila yung ratings ng AEW, which is bad for them. Good for some people. Pero yeah, I think in the whole companies that we are handling here on the show, despite of the absence that we're in, Death Riders is the only stable that's being booked consistently despite of its ups and downs things. Feedback, di nga ng feedback yan si Tony Khan eh. So, wala siyang pakialam sa feedbacks. So, yeah, I think that's on him for sure. But, yeah, yun. Local Wrestling Show of the Year, again, this is already mentioned in the PWPH Awards, that it's Dexcon Dakila. What a really good show it was. Then, PLE Pay-Per-View of the Year. It's definitely a WWE Revolution or Evolution. Yan. Ayun, matches of the year. That's Start Philippine Wrestling Match of the Year. So, that's Zack Sabre Jr., Jake De Leon versus El Fantasmo and Fabio Makise from Dexcon Dakila. That was a really good match. And it's free, guys. Trust me, you should be able to watch that for free. Yun. Match of the year. I'll just have to pick one. John Cena versus AJ Styles. That was a really, really good match if you ask me here. Okay? So, Philippine Wrestler of the Year. So, same as what we picked on the PWPH Awards. That's Jake De Leon. Right? Then, Tag Team of the Year. Bro Dido for the men. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss for the women. Female Wrestler of the Year. No doubt. I'll give it to Io Sky. Io Sky is amazing in 2025. Kahit ano ipagawa nyo kay Io Sky, she will make it better. I don't care on these doubters, no? Sa mga hindi believe kay Io Sky, pero I still believe if it's not Stephanie Vaquer, it's Io Sky. Either of the two can get the awards though, for sure, no? Pero yun, it is what it is. 2025 female wrestler of the year is Io Sky. Male wrestler of the year, on the other hand, it's John Cena. So, John Cena is easily the greatest of all time. Self-explanatory. Hindi ko na kailangan i-bumble yan sa inyo. And I think the Grand Slam and yun, heel turn monumental heel turn justified his status here on the best male wrestler 2025. Ayan. So, ayun lang muna for us here on the PWPH Awards main event. So, again, just to let you guys know, wala nang The Bash Awards sa 2026. Kasi ito na ay i-dilute in favor of the PWPH Awards. So, basically, gagawin na namin siya yearly. And the coverage will be expanded here on the podcast and all of our platforms such as the podcast, sa PWPH Podcast, sa community, sa page mainly ng PWPH, tsaka sa akin. Ayun. So, lahat ng effort is mapapofocus na namin sa PWPH Awards. So, mamimiss ko ang The Bash Awards. Ang daming moments na naganap sa The Bash Awards for sure. Ayun. So, mahirap yun pag-isipan kasi I really have to let one of them go, definitely. At hindi siya mahirap na desisyon, no? Kasi medyo, ano siya, ang tawag ba dito? Ito yung desisyon na may hirapan ako. Kasi parang nag-sacrifice ako na community yung ipapriority ko. Parang wala na rin akong touch sa podcast ko, which is mali. Dapat fair game tayo when it comes to the presentation or kung ano man yung presentasyon na gagawin natin dito sa PWPH. So, yun na lang muna here on the PWPH Studios podcast here on the main event. Ayun. So, follow the podcast on all of the social media platforms at the main event Mark PW. And ayun, antayin ko na lang yung taga-plug ko para for sure mapaplug naman natin lahat ng podcast. Again, PWPH awards. Yung results is on Patreon, patreon.com/PWPH Select. And all of our stuff there will be discussed soon on the PWPH podcast in here on the main event Mark. As we go along with the episode, we will discuss also the Royal Rumble later this week here on the pod. For now, stay safe and stay raso. We will see you guys in the next episode. For now, play the extra.
And that's a wrap. You've been listening to the Main Event Mark powered by PWPH Studios, a Pro Wrestling Philippines collective production. Catch every episode anytime on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Stay connected and join the conversation on Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, and Threads. Just search at Main Event Mark PW. Want to show your support? Visit patreon.com/maineventmarkpw and be part of the movement. Don't forget to check out our mothership, Pro Wrestling Philippines, across Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, Reddit, and on Patreon at PWPH Select. This is PWPH Studios, a proud member of the Pro Wrestling Philippines Collective. Follow the network on social media at PWPH Studios. On behalf of Angelo Panera, thanks for tuning in. Stay safe and stay wrestle, everyone. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Main Event Mark powered by PWPH Studios. The views and opinions expressed during this episode are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of PWPH Studios, Pro Wrestling Philippines, and its affiliates. This content is intended for informational and commentary purposes only. If you found this podcast helpful, be sure to subscribe, rate, and review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Stay tuned for more episodes, and as always, we appreciate your support. The Main Event Mark is brought to you by PWPH Studios, a Pro Wrestling Philippines collective production. All rights reserved.